All right, did you know the way you're consuming your fruit has implications you probably never imagined?
You probably thought whether I'm eating it or drinking it, it's all the same, right? Apparently, it's much more complicated than that.
Yeah, when it comes to your overall health, there is a lot you should be considering before you take your next bite and maybe your next sip. So joining us today is Gina Villiotti Madison from NASH Knowledge. And first off, thank you so much for joining us again, Gina. And remind us what NASH Knowledge stands for.
Yeah. So NASH Knowledge is a nonprofit that my dad actually founded, and NASH stands for non-alcoholic steatohepatitis. So it is essentially, it starts as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and then it progresses to NASH when you have too much fat in your liver. And today is actually International NASH Day, so that is why we're so excited to be here today.
Perfect timing.
To talk about NASH. We have organizations from across the world that are kind of joining us today to really talk about NASH and provide more education.
It's really fascinating. You all were on before, and we learned so much from that. And so we kind of want to dive into the foods that really impact us. And we have a wide variety of stuff here. So we have our oranges and our orange juice and some of the orange drinks over here. And the differences are huge.
Very different. Yeah, it's very, very striking. So it's really important that you eat your fruit and you do not drink it.
All right,
and
there's a big difference
There's
there.
a big difference. And not only is it the sugar, because sugar is bad for you, but it's how you consume the sugar and the type of sugar. So when you're eating an orange, you're actually getting that fiber. So your body's processing that sugar in a way that it's providing energy to your body.
Right.
When you're drinking an orange juice or an orange sports drink or an orange soda, you're first of all consuming more sugar, and the second, you're losing that fiber. Even if you take an orange and you juice it yourself, a doctor that we work with, I thought it was really good that he said, anytime you juice your fruit, it becomes soda. And that really struck with me, because you're losing that fiber. Even again, if you're doing it yourself, you're losing the fiber. So it's not just about the sugar, it's about the fiber as well.
You want that in your diet.
Fascinating.
All right. So I know you have a bunch of snacks to run through here. These are examples of things that we should be eating and that our kids should be eating too, right?
Exactly. So one of the things, it's summertime, everybody likes to have popsicles. So I actually bought branded popsicles myself, and I was looking at the back, and it had no added sugar, very striking on the front. I thought I was doing the right thing. And then I realized that it actually says sugar alcohol. And there's all these hidden ingredients down here that are actually sugars. They're just written in a different way.
Well, and that's the thing. I think that labels are so confusing because we all just accept that there are processed ingredients in everything that we eat, but we don't know the implications of what all these are. So you came up with I mean, I've seen these in the store before. Genius. First of all, better than a regular popsicle stick, because no one's hands are getting messy here, and you could drink the juice that's left over. But you said you made these in minutes.
I made these in minutes with my kids. My daughter cut up the strawberries. My son got in the blender. You literally just cut strawberries up, you add some water, you blend it up, and you put it in this mold and stick it in the freezer. So again, like we said, you're kind of juicing the fruit a little bit here because you're losing that fiber, but it's much better than eating a popsicle.
Right.
So
and you're making a popsicle, a healthful popsicle.
Exactly. And then here I also even made watermelon. Watermelon popsicles, just cut a watermelon up and stuck it in the freezer, put little sticks on it, and there you go. You're ready to go. Easy, nice snack for your kids.
And you made it more fun by having it on a stick.
Right. And sometimes that's all it takes for kids.
Yes.
Down here, we have some other foods.
Yeah, so just, as you're thinking about foods, really, over half of the food that you get in stores today is ultra processed, which means that it is not good for you. So just eating fresh is so important. Peppers, cucumbers, grapes, bananas. I have nuts here as well. And you can dip these, cut them up, dip them in hummus, dip them in guacamole. You can even do a little dressing. I would advise that you look at the back of the dressing, as well, to look at the sugar intake. But, you can still get a little bit. You don't have to cut it out completely.
Right. And in fact, let's talk about what you're allowed, because it really varies greatly whether you're an adult or a child, right? So I think we have a graphic that we want to show here. And this is the allowable amount of sugar each day?
Yes, so this shows how much sugar you could consume in a day, and you can see the huge difference between adults and kids. And what's really striking, when you look at these numbers, as you guys have up here on the screen, you can see the difference between adults and kids. But what's really striking to me, we talked before about eating your fruit and not drinking it. So this orange juice has about 20 grams of sugar in one serving.
So that puts you over right there.
Yep, and the sports drink, the same. That soda, the orange soda, has 61 grams of sugar.
So you have to,
61.
like, 3 different days, you have to drink this over 3 days.
Exactly.
All right, and very quickly, we're running out of time, but we all were kind of flabbergasted by this. And we all carry fat on our body, but this is really important to keep in mind. Walk us through this.
Yes. So there's 3 different types of fats. So there is what you call big butt fat, and you can have more fat, in your behind. There's also big belly fat. So you can carry, about half of what you carry in your butt, in your belly, without it really making a huge difference to your health. But when it comes to liver fat, you can only have half a pound of fat in your liver before it starts to become unhealthy.
Wow.
So it's really something that, we really need to be mindful of. Really, the liver has so many different functions for the body as well. So when we talk about liver health, we're talking about heart health. We're talking about kidney health. We're talking about mental health. We're talking about all of it. So it's really important.
And it's so true, too, because we can see it here and here, but you can't see it inside. So take care of yourself and eat the right things. Thank you so much, Gina. So good.
We always learn, and we love it. Thank you, Gina.
Thanks for having me.